Yo, what is going on? This is that guy Face with Face the Music Media. We are back again with another episode of How I Sin. In this video, we got Cherry Audio's 8 voice. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah. Oh mama. Oh yeah. Face the music.
So, Cherry Audio's 8 voice is based off of Tom Oberheim's 8 voice. And so basically it is literally 8 voices of the SEM synthesizer. So it's 8 modules and you use each one individually so you can come up with these monstrous sounds. And so I'm excited about this video. But before we get into that, if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications and hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Also, make sure you go to realloops.com. That's REELLOOPS and cop the Sweet Fusion preset packs. We got volume 1 and volume 2, handcrafted dope presets. We got some crazy patches for 8 voice in there as well. Realloops.com. Also, go to the Music by That Guy Face playlist, check out the singles, and go ahead and subscribe to the playlist. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Usually I go through each feature and kind of, make a sound from scratch. But with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fool around with the sequencer and come up with a dope sequence. For the sake of time, I'm only going to use like 4 of the modules. So, we'll keep it short and simple for you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. So as you can see, each one of these is the exact same module. They're literally identical, every last one of them. What I'm going to do is click on new here. Let's go ahead and look at the sequencer here. So I'm going to go ahead and dial in my sequence to A2, C#3. You know what? Let's go to 2. There we go, C#3. And we go to D3. And we'll go F#3, D3, C3, C#3, and then A2. So what I want to do is I want to sync this to the tempo. Let's go 1/8. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unlink all of the groups here. It's linked by default. I want to turn that off. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn keyboard off on all of these so that when I hit the keys on these modules here, it's not going to play. So let's go there. Let's go to voice 7, voice 8. Let's do this. Let's go sequence. And what I'll do is I'll turn off these 2 until I get to it. So let's just hear what the oscillator sounds like first before we get into it. And turn the keyboard back on really quick. If you've seen in my other videos, you already know I love the detune sound. As you can see here, oscillator 2 has the slight detune, and so it's gonna already have the detune sound, but let's just take a listen to it anyway. Nice, I love that. I want to hear what the sync sounds like really quick. Let's take a listen to that. Let's take that up a little bit. Take it up one more. I love that. That sounds beautiful. Let's modulate that and see what it sounds like. I'm going to leave this to LFO1. Let's bring this over for frequency modulation. So it's going to modulate the pitch. And when you have the oscillator sync, the pitch just kind of sweeps through like I was doing before. So let's go to sync the LFO. Let's put it on 1/4 and see what that sounds like. Beautiful. I want to hear that with the filter really quick and see what that sounds like. Let's set the modulation to LFO1, turn it up about halfway, turn the resonance down a little bit. Let's take a listen. Beautiful. I love that. That sounds crazy. All right, so let's go down here to control. Let's do this. Let's set this to play. We'll set it to run, and then we'll do keyboard gate so that when I actually push the key on the keyboard, it'll play. That's not right. Hold on. There we go. So as you can see, when I hit the keys, it plays, and when I stop, when I let go, it stops. So what I want to do is I'm just going to fool around with the sound and make like a plucky sound. And then I'm going to move to the next module and just kind of see what we can come up with. So let's bring that up a little bit. Let's take a listen. Nice. I'm loving that. So let's go over to the next module here. Set that to keyboard and sequence. You could do one or two things. Either you can start fresh and leave it how it is, or you can go here and click here to copy. You see how it says copy voice 1, patch 2? And you could choose which voice. So I want to start from scratch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this one down. Let's take a listen to voice 2 and see what that sounds like. I'm loving that already. So let's go ahead and make a saw pluck with this one here. Let's set the modulation to envelope 2. And then with envelope 2, we want a short decay, short sustain. And for envelope 1, I want it to be the same. Short decay, pretty much 0 sustain. So let's take a listen. Beautiful. That sounds so fat. Let's hear that with voice number 1 and see what that sounds like. Before we do that, let's put this in unison mode. So without being in unison mode, it just plays one voice at a time per key. Now it's going to play them all in sync. So now let's take a listen to voice 1 with voice 2. Beautiful. I love that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan this a little bit and then I'm going to move on to the next one. Let's just take a listen. Beautiful. All right, on to the next. Let's turn that on. Let me do this first. Let me turn these down. And let's listen to voice number 3. Let's switch these over to pulse wave. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of pulse width modulation. So in order to do that, we just go ahead and dial in the pulse width modulation right here. It's set to LFO1. Let's sync that to the tempo. Let's go 1/8 and see what that sounds like. Beautiful. That's fire. Okay, so I'm ready to add that in. I'm going to fool with the filter. Let's add a little bit of modulation, actually. Let's set it to LFO1 to follow the pulse width modulation. Let's see what that sounds like. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and add the other two in, and then we'll pan the third voice. So let's take a listen. Beautiful. I love that. All right, let's go ahead and move over to 4. And I think with 4, what we'll do is take it up a little bit higher here. And let's kind of mix it up a little bit. We'll do one oscillator at saw wave, one oscillator at pulse. And let's just see what that sounds like. That sounds amazing. Let's go ahead and fool with the envelopes. We want to do short decay, no sustain. Let's take a listen. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and add some effects. So let's start off with the delay. See what that sounds like. Sync that to the tempo. Spread that. Let's go to 1/8. Take the feedback down. Take the damp up a little bit. Let's take a listen. Okay, so let's take that time down a little bit lower. Go 1/4. Love that. Let's add some reverb here. See what that sounds like. Let's go with Hall and see what that sounds like. I'm going to turn the reverb up loud and then I'll back off here in a second, but let's take a listen. beautiful. That sounds amazing. Anyway, man, that's the end of this video. You let me know what you think about Cherry Audio's 8-voice synthesizer. My thoughts? Man, I love it. It sounds so good. It's so fat and rich. And this synth is really fun to fool with. It's easy to program. And, you know, I just love the sound of it. High quality sounds. And so, you know, it's another banger from Cherry Audio, of course. But anyway, man, this is that guy Face the Music Media. If you have not already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and go ahead and hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, go to realloops.com. That's REELLOOPS and cop the Sweet Fusion preset packs. We got volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 3 is coming, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. Also, make sure you go to the Music by That Guy Face playlist down in the description below. So we got 3 singles so far, more singles coming, so you want to stay tuned for that as well. But anyway, man, this is That Guy Face the Music Media. We out of here.